Long ago, in the heart of the Odu forest, where the trees touched the clouds and the rivers sang lullaby, there stood a mysterious tree no one dared to approach. It was called the Whispering Tree because at night it murmured names, real names of people from the village of Igede. Nobody knew where the tree came from. It wasn't there one season, and then it stood tall the next, with twisted bark and leaves that glittered like they held secrets. The elders warned, never answer the tree when it calls you. If it whispers your name, pretend you do not hear. But there was one boy who did not listen. Ajani was curious, too curious. He was the kind to poke lizards to see if they would grow another tail. The kind who followed birds into the woods, hoping they will lead him to magic. One day, while the moon glowed like a silver drum in the sky, Ajani heard it. Ajani. A voice soft and rustling like leaves in harmattan. He froze on his mat. The hut was quiet. His mother and sisters were deep in sleep. But outside, the tree called again. Ajani, come closer. Ajani rose, barefooted and silent, and he slipped into the darkness. The village was still. Even the crickets had gone silent. He reached the edge of the forest. There it was, the whispering tree. Its bark glistened like whetstone, and the leaves shimmered even though there was no wind. Ajani stepped closer. Why do you call me? He asked boldly. The tree's trunk twisted, forming a hollow like a mouth. Because you are not like the others. You are brave. I am, Ajani said, puffing his chest. Prove it. Come inside me and take the gift I offer. Ajani blinked. Come inside. The hollow widened, revealing a dark tunnel wrapped in glowing roots. He hesitated, but only for a moment. He stepped in. The air grew colder. The light from the entrance dimmed, and soon he was walking through thick shadows. But the tree whispered to him gently, guiding his steps. At the end of the tunnel, he found a small clearing, lit by a strange blue flame. In the center was a wooden box. Open it, the tree breathed. Ajani opened the box. Inside was a mirror. But the face that looked back at him wasn't his. It was older, wiser, with eyes that glowed gold and a scar that ran down the cheek. That is who you could become, the tree said. A powerful seer, one who knows what others do not. But everything comes with a price. What price? Ajani whispered. You must not speak of the night ever, not even to your shadow. Ajani nodded, pocketed the mirror, and the next thing he knew, he was outside, just as the first cock crowed. But that's when the strange things began. He started hearing people's thoughts. At first, it was whispers. Then it became louder, so loud it gave him headaches. He tried to speak to his mother about it, but the moment he said, "The tree," his voice vanished. He tried to draw it in the sand. His fingers locked up. Ajani realized the tree wasn't asking, it commanded. Weeks passed and the power grew. He could see when people were lying. He could feel danger before it came. The village began to notice. The priest of the shrine grew suspicious. "Something dark has entered this boy," he said. "No gift comes without a shadow." They brought Ajani to the elders, demanding answers. But he couldn't speak. The moment he tried, blood trickled from his nose. That night, the tree whispered again. "You spoke. You tried to tell." Ajani shook his head terrified. "A promise is a bond. A bond is a life." The next morning, Ajani was gone. His mat was empty. No footprints, no sign. Only a faint trail of leaves leading to the forest. Some say he lives inside the tree now. Part of its whispers. And if you go near the whispering tree at night, listen carefully. You might hear Ajani still calling, still warning, still waiting for someone else who is curious enough and brave enough to answer. But remember, if the tree calls your name, don't answer, not even with a whisper.